This just stopped being about Diddy and Cassie, and turned into something Hollywood never wanted you to see. What started as one woman's painful testimony has now blown wide open. Federal shakeups, secret audio being played behind closed doors, and leaked insider memos hinting that some of the biggest names in entertainment might be dragged into the storm. This isn't gossip, it's a reckoning. The internet's in a frenzy, the streets are talking, and behind the scenes, powerful people are scrambling to keep their names out of the headlines. So what bomb just dropped in court? After weeks of testimony on abuse, control, and those infamous freak-offs, the trial just took a turn no one saw coming, and it changes everything. And that's where the atmosphere in court shifted from tense to historic. According to those same insider accounts, Don wasn't the only one called to the stand. More names from Diddy's past have started surfacing, people who were once part of his inner circle, now allegedly revealing details that connect far beyond the Cassie timeline. What makes this explosive isn't just the alleged content of those tapes, it's what they suggest about power, silence, and the cost of fame. For years, these stories lived as rumors in the shadows of Hollywood gossip blogs. Now, they're reportedly being scrutinized in a federal courtroom with sworn testimony. The question everyone's whispering, if this is what's being revealed publicly, what's still hidden behind those sealed motions? One source close to the proceedings described the vibe like a domino effect. Once one insider spoke, more started coming forward. And while no one's naming names outside of the courtroom, the suggestion that high-profile figures could be pulled into this storm has the industry rattled. Whether you believe the leaks or not, one thing's clear. This case isn't just about celebrity drama anymore, it's about accountability, legacy, and what happens when secrets aren't so secret anymore. Insiders say her testimony backed Cassie's story. She didn't hold back. She admitted Diddy did terrible things. That's not rumor. That's coming straight out of court transcripts. And then there was Diddy's daughter. If you needed a moment that showed just how dark this is getting, it was her walking out of that courtroom. No smugness, no attitude, just blank, pale, silent, visibly shaken. Paparazzi didn't even bother yelling questions. She kept her head down and didn't make a sound. According to those inside, her reaction came right after the audio was played, which only raises the stakes on what might have been heard. Because at this point, the fallout isn't just legal, it's about reputation, family legacy, and a web of secrets tied to some of the most powerful figures in entertainment. Will Smith's name being tied to that audio wasn't a random mention. The internet immediately erupted. Old interviews, awkward side-eyes, podcast moments, everything connected to Will and Diddy's past interactions started resurfacing and spreading like wildfire. One clip that blew up again featured comedian Lunel casually joking that Diddy and Will were clapping each other's cheeks. She said it so offhand that most people missed it back then. Not this time. This time the internet caught it, amplified it, and then the rabbit hole got even deeper. Fans began revisiting old clips of Will with Jaden, the kisses, the overly playful moments. What used to be seen as a quirky dad vibe is now being re-watched under a completely different lens. People online were saying it didn't feel the same anymore. The tone had shifted. And then came the nuclear moment. Brother Ballo, Will's former assistant, dropped his own shocking allegations, claiming he personally witnessed explicit acts, graphically describing a moment involving Will and another man. It left people stunned, and the conversation around this trial spinning out even further. But that wasn't even where the internet stopped. After Brother Ballo dropped that wild Dwayne Martin claim, the online world went into overdrive. Fans turned into amateur detectives, digging up old photos, interviews, party clips. Every hug, handshake, and side-eye moment between Diddy and Will was suddenly getting frame-by-frame analysis.
I'm not anywhere near that man. I didn't do any of that nonsense. Anybody saying it is lying.
But instead of calming things down, it poured gasoline on the fire. Within hours, Twitter and Reddit were flooded with receipts. Pictures of him and Diddy at clubs, parties, even clinking champagne glasses like close friends. People weren't just gossiping anymore, they were accusing him of hiding something. Then Meek Mill's name hit the trending list too. His was reportedly mentioned during that same alleged courtroom playback, and the chaos doubled. Unlike Will, who kept his denial short, Meek started firing off tweets like his life depended on it. Post after post, defensive rants, cryptic subtweets. And of course, the more he typed, the more the internet clowned him. For years, people online have joked about Meek's dynamic with Diddy, calling him names like intern or pocket puppet. Back then it was seen as trolling. Now, Those old jokes are being pulled back up and recast as clues. Fans resurfaced videos, Meek looking uneasy at a billionaire's party while someone laughed in the background. Diddy throwing him a poolside birthday bash full of shirtless guys, calling Meek daddy on camera and saying, "Proud of you, I love you, I appreciate life, daddy." That clip became meme fuel overnight. Every time Meek tried to tweet tough, people replied with screenshots, GIFs, and old videos that didn't match his energy. His angry tweet, "I'm not fruity, stop playing with me," only made it worse. The replies were relentless. But what's really driving the obsession isn't just the memes, it's the mystery of the alleged audio itself. Nothing has leaked, no public playback, no video, just whispers from insiders and courtroom summaries. And that vacuum of information has made everything 10 times more chaotic online. People keep asking, if it's that wild, why hasn't any of it gone public? One so-called insider even claimed the tape involved a man and Diddy in a compromising situation, while another claimed to have a short clip of Meek and Diddy. Whether those claims are real or pure clout chasing is anyone's guess, but the buzz is undeniable. And the fact that no official recordings have surfaced? That's only adding to the suspicion. In a U.S. criminal trial, evidence doesn't just stay hidden without reason. So what's really going on behind those closed doors? And that's where things stand right now, teetering on the edge of something bigger. Every day in court feels like a slow-motion detonation. More names whispered, more insiders stepping forward. And still, dead silence on those tapes. Not 1 second leaked, not one frame. It's like the entire system is holding its breath. People online aren't buying the silence anymore. The theories are spreading. Who's pulling the strings? Who has enough power to lock down evidence in a federal case? And if Diddy's fall from grace is this dramatic, what happens when the ripple effect finally hits the others allegedly tied up in all of this? Because this is no longer just a scandal. It's starting to look like a reckoning. A reckoning for an industry that has thrived on power, secrecy, and the belief that some people were too big to fail. The reality we're seeing in court says otherwise. The world is watching, the questions aren't stopping, and the whispers are only getting louder. One way or another, the truth always finds a way out. And when it does, the fallout could change Hollywood forever.